Artificial intelligence, or AI, is a field of computer science that teaches machines to think and learn like humans. For the past few years, one of the most famous examples of AI has been a tool called ChatGPT. It is a chatbot that can answer questions, write stories, and help with many tasks. People all over the world started using it for work, school, and fun. It felt like talking to a very knowledgeable person who was always available to help you. The technology behind it has been improving with each new version, getting smarter and more capable every time. On August 7, 2025, the company that created ChatGPT, OpenAI, released its newest and most powerful version yet. They call it ChatGPT-5. This new model is not just a small update, it represents a major step forward in how we interact with artificial intelligence. OpenAI described it as their smartest, fastest, most useful model yet. It was made available to everyone who uses ChatGPT, becoming the new standard for millions of people. This launch marks a new chapter in the AI revolution, promising to change how we use technology in our daily lives. What makes ChatGPT-5 so special? It is built on a completely new architecture that makes it more intelligent and more efficient. Instead of having just one way of thinking, it uses a smart system called a real-time router. This system can instantly decide whether a question is simple or complex. For easy questions, it uses a fast, lightweight model to give a quick answer. For harder problems, it switches to a deeper, more thoughtful model that takes more time to reason. This dual approach makes the entire experience feel much quicker and more responsive than before. This new AI is designed to be more than just a chatbot. It aims to be a true assistant, capable of understanding not just what you say, but what you mean. It can handle much longer conversations without forgetting important details. It can look at pictures, listen to audio, and even use other apps and websites to complete tasks for you. For people with a paid subscription, there are even more powerful versions like GPT-5 Pro, which offers the highest level of accuracy for professional work. This new generation of AI is ready to help us in ways we are only just beginning to imagine. One of the biggest improvements in ChatGPT-5 is its ability to understand and remember language. Previous versions of ChatGPT were good, but they could sometimes get confused during long conversations. If you talked about many different things, the AI might forget what you said at the beginning. This made it difficult to use for complex projects that required a lot of back-and-forth discussion. You would often have to remind it of earlier points, which could be frustrating. The AI was like a person with a short-term memory, good for quick chats but not for deep dives into a topic. ChatGPT-5 changes this completely with its massive context window. A context window is like the AI's short-term memory, and this new version can remember up to 256,000 tokens of information. A token is a piece of a word, so this means it can process and remember the equivalent of an entire book in a single conversation. You could upload a long research paper and ask detailed questions about it, and the AI would not lose track. This makes it an incredibly powerful tool for anyone who works with large amounts of text, like lawyers, researchers, or students. This improved memory also makes conversations feel more natural and human-like. You can build on ideas over a long period without having to repeat yourself. For example, if you are planning a vacation, you can discuss destinations, then budgets, then activities over several days, and ChatGPT-5 will remember all the previous decisions you made. It also has a much better grasp of nuance and tone. OpenAI worked hard to reduce sycophancy, which is when the AI is overly agreeable or flattering. Now conversations feel more balanced and authentic, as if you are talking to a helpful but honest colleague. Another new feature that makes conversations better is the ability to choose a personality for the AI. Users can now select from 4 preset personalities: cynic, robot, listener, and nerd. If you want a straightforward, no-nonsense answer, you might choose the robot. If you need to brainstorm creative ideas and want a more supportive tone, the listener might be better. This customization allows you to control the style of the AI's responses, making it more useful for different situations. It is a small change that has a big impact on how personal and useful the AI feels. Beyond just understanding language, ChatGPT-5 has made a huge leap in its ability to think and solve complex problems. Older AI models could sometimes give answers that sounded correct but were actually wrong. This was known as hallucination, where the AI would invent facts or make logical errors. While these models were useful, you always had to double-check their work, especially for important tasks. They struggled with problems that required multiple steps of reasoning. like advanced math problems or strategic business questions. They could provide information, but they were not true problem solvers. ChatGPT-5 tackles this problem with its unique dual reasoning system. When you ask it a difficult question, it doesn't just guess the answer. Instead, it activates a deeper, more methodical thinking mode. This mode works through the problem step by step, much like a human would. It considers different possibilities, checks its own logic, and builds toward a final answer. This process makes it far more accurate and reliable. According to OpenAI, this new approach has reduced factual errors by about 45% compared to its predecessor, GPT-4o, making it a much more trustworthy source of information. The results of this improved reasoning are clear in its performance on difficult tests. In benchmarks that measure skills in science, math, and other complex fields, ChatGPT-5 has shown remarkable improvement. For example, it achieved a score of 94.6% on a challenging math competition, AME 2025, without using any external tools. This demonstrates a genuine ability to understand and solve problems that require abstract thought. For businesses, this means the AI can now be trusted with more sophisticated tasks, like analyzing market data to create a business strategy, or identifying potential risks in a financial plan. Another key part of its improved reasoning is its honesty. ChatGPT-5 is much more likely to admit when it does not know something or when it cannot complete a request. In older models, the AI would sometimes try to guess or make up an answer to seem helpful. This could be misleading and even dangerous. The new model has been trained to be more cautious and reliable. The rate of confidently wrong responses has been cut by more than half. This newfound humility makes it a safer and more dependable partner for professionals who rely on accurate information to do their jobs. For software developers and programmers, ChatGPT-5 is nothing short of a game changer. Writing code is a complex and time-consuming process that requires extreme attention to detail. Even a small mistake can prevent an entire program from working. Previous AI models could help by generating small snippets of code or suggesting fixes for bugs, but they were not capable of handling large-scale projects. They often produced code that was inefficient, had security flaws, or did not follow best practices. They were helpful assistants, but a human expert was always needed to guide them. ChatGPT-5 is OpenAI's best coding model to date, transforming the AI from a simple helper into a capable pair programmer. It can understand complex project requirements described in plain English and generate entire applications from a single prompt. For example, a developer could ask it to build a responsive e-commerce website with a shopping cart, user accounts, and a payment system, and the AI would produce the necessary code for the entire project. It even demonstrates a strong sense of design and usability, creating interfaces that are not just functional, but also look good and are easy to use. This advanced capability extends to debugging and documentation. Developers can now upload large codebases and ask ChatGPT-5 to find and fix bugs, identify security vulnerabilities, or optimize performance. This can save countless hours of tedious work, allowing programmers to focus on more creative and strategic aspects of their job. The AI can also automatically generate documentation for the code it writes, explaining how each part works. This is a crucial but often neglected part of software development, and having an AI that can handle it instantly makes projects easier to maintain and understand. The impact of this technology will be felt across the entire software industry. Startups can build and launch new products faster than ever before, without needing a large team of developers. Experienced programmers can become more productive, using the AI to handle routine tasks, while they tackle more challenging problems. Even people with no coding experience can start to bring their ideas to life by describing what they want to build. ChatGPT-5 is democratizing software development, putting powerful tools in the hands of more people, and accelerating the pace of innovation. While AI is often associated with logic and data, ChatGPT-5 also brings significant improvements to the world of creativity. Writing is more than just putting words in the right order. It's about creating a feeling, telling a story, and really connecting with an audience. Earlier AI models could produce text that was grammatically correct, but it often felt bland, repetitive, and honestly, lacked a human touch. Sure, it could write a summary or a basic email, but it struggled to write a moving poem, a witty speech, or a compelling story. The spark of creativity was just missing. ChatGPT-5 was specifically trained to produce writing that is more compelling and resonant. It has a better understanding of literary concepts like rhythm, pacing, and tone. The result is text that feels, well, more polished and professional. Whether you're a marketer writing ad copy, a student working on an essay, or an author brainstorming ideas for a novel, the AI can serve as a powerful creative partner. It can help you find the perfect word, rephrase a clumsy sentence, or develop a character's backstory. Its writing is not just functional, it's often genuinely good. This creative ability is particularly useful for content creators. A single idea can be repurposed into many different formats with just a few prompts. For example, you could provide the AI with a long article about climate change and ask it to turn that information into a short video script, a series of engaging posts for social media, and a concise email newsletter. This allows creators to reach a wider audience across different platforms without having to manually rewrite their content for each one. It streamlines the creative process, freeing up more time for brainstorming and strategy. The possibilities for creative exploration are, honestly, endless. A game designer could use ChatGPT-5 to generate rich world-building details, character dialogues, and quest lines. A musician could use it to write lyrics that match a certain mood or style. A teacher could use it to create engaging stories to help explain complex topics to students. By providing a limitless source of inspiration and assistance, ChatGPT-5 empowers everyone to be more creative. It's not here to replace human imagination, but to amplify it, acting as a tireless collaborator that can help bring our best ideas to life. The world is not just made of text, and one of the most exciting advancements in ChatGPT-5 is its ability to understand more than just words. It is now a truly multimodal AI, which means it can natively process and reason about text, images, and audio all within a single conversation. In the past, you might have had to describe a picture to an AI in words for it to understand. Now you can simply upload the image directly and ask questions about it. This opens up a whole new range of possibilities for how we can use AI to interact with the world around us. Imagine you are trying to fix a broken appliance. Instead of trying to describe the problem in words, you could take a picture of the machine's inner workings and ask ChatGPT-5, "What is this part and how do I fix it?" The AI can analyze the image, identify the components, and provide step-by-step instructions for the repair. Similarly, you could upload a complex chart from a business report and ask the AI to summarize the key trends for you. This ability to see and interpret visual information makes it an invaluable tool for both everyday problems and professional analysis. The AI's senses extend to hearing as well. You can now upload audio clips or speak directly to the AI, and it can transcribe and understand what is being said. The voice interaction mode has been significantly improved, making it more responsive and adaptive. You could record a meeting, upload the audio file, and ask ChatGPT-5 to provide a full transcript, a summary of the main discussion points, and a list of action items. This is incredibly useful for anyone who needs to keep accurate records but does not have the time to listen back to hours of recordings. This combination of sight and sound makes ChatGPT-5 a more intuitive and powerful assistant. A student could take a picture of their math homework and get help with a difficult problem. A traveler could take a photo of a menu in a foreign language and get an instant translation and recommendation. A doctor could describe a patient's symptoms and show an image of a rash to get a potential diagnosis, with human oversight, of course. By breaking down the barrier between different types of information, ChatGPT-5 is making AI more accessible and useful in the real world. Perhaps the most powerful new capability of ChatGPT-5 is its ability to take action. It is no longer just a source of information. It can now act as an autonomous agent that uses tools to complete tasks on your behalf. This means it can browse the web to find real-time information, use other applications, run code, and even fill out forms online. It is like having a personal assistant who is connected to the internet and can execute your requests without you having to do each step manually. This is a major step toward making AI a truly proactive and helpful partner. For example, you could ask ChatGPT-5, "Find me the best flights from New York to London for next weekend, book the cheapest one, add it to my calendar, and email me the confirmation." The AI would then use its browsing tool to search for flights, analyze the results to find the best option, use an integrated booking tool to purchase the ticket, connect to your Google Calendar to create an event, and finally use your Gmail account to send you a confirmation email. This entire complex workflow is handled from a single, simple request. This feature is made possible through integrations with other services. For paid users, ChatGPT-5 can connect securely to their Google accounts, including Gmail, Calendar, and Contacts. This allows it to perform highly personalized tasks. It can scan your inbox for important emails and draft replies for you. It can check your calendar for conflicts before scheduling a new meeting. It can look up a contact's information to include in an email. This level of integration turns the AI from a general-purpose tool into a deeply personal productivity machine that understands your life and work. The ability to use tools makes ChatGPT-5 incredibly versatile. A small business owner could ask it to analyze sales data from this spreadsheet, create a presentation with charts showing our quarterly performance, and draft a report for our investors. The AI would use its data analysis tool to process the spreadsheet, its image generation tool to create the charts, and its writing skills to put it all together in a professional report. This automation of complex multi-step tasks is where ChatGPT-5 truly shines, saving people time and effort so they can focus on what matters most. Despite its incredible new abilities, it is important to remember that ChatGPT-5 is not perfect. It is a tool, and like any tool, it has limitations. The biggest and most important thing to understand is that ChatGPT-5 is not artificial general intelligence or AGI. It cannot think for itself in the way a human can. It does not have consciousness, feelings, or its own desires. It is a very advanced pattern-matching system that has been trained on vast amounts of data. Human oversight and critical thinking are still absolutely essential, especially when using the AI for high-stakes applications in fields like medicine, law, or finance. One of the most persistent problems with AI models is hallucination, and while ChatGPT-5 is much better, it has not been completely eliminated. According to OpenAI's own data, the model still makes mistakes or invents information in about 1 out of every 10 common tasks. This means that for every 10 answers it gives, 1 of them might be partially or completely wrong. For creative tasks or brainstorming, this may not be a big issue, but for tasks that require 100% factual accuracy, users must remain vigilant and verify the information it provides with trusted sources. Furthermore, some experts who have tested the new model feel that the leap from GPT-4 to GPT-5 is not as revolutionary as the jump from GPT-3 to GPT-4 was. While the improvements are significant and make the AI much more useful, it is more of an incremental step forward than a complete transformation. AI expert Gary Marcus commented that it is not the huge leap forward people long expected. This suggests that we may be reaching a point where progress in AI becomes more gradual and requires new breakthroughs in research rather than just building bigger models. Finally, the AI's knowledge is still limited by the data it was trained on. Although it can browse the web for current information, its core understanding of the world does not update in real time. It can also have biases that are present in its training data, which can lead to unfair or skewed outputs. OpenAI continues to work on these issues, but they are complex challenges that the entire AI industry is facing. Understanding these limitations is key to using ChatGPT-5 responsibly and effectively, harnessing its power while being mindful of its weaknesses. The release of ChatGPT-5 is more than just a product launch. It is a clear signal of where our future with technology is headed. This new AI is a powerful tool that has the potential to help people in almost every aspect of their lives. For students, it can act as a personalized tutor that is available 24/7, explaining complex subjects in a way they can understand. For teachers, it can help create lesson plans and grade assignments, freeing up more time to spend with their students. It has the power to make education more accessible and personalized for everyone. In the world of business, ChatGPT-5 can boost productivity and drive innovation. It can automate repetitive tasks, analyze complex data, and help teams collaborate more effectively. A small business can use it to compete with larger companies by creating professional marketing materials and strategic plans. A large corporation can use it to streamline its operations and improve its customer service. By handling the busy work, the AI allows people to focus on the creative, strategic, and human parts of their jobs, which are the things that truly create value. For our personal lives, ChatGPT-5 can function as an incredibly capable assistant. It can help us manage our busy schedules, plan healthy meals, learn a new language, or even act as a supportive partner for brainstorming our life goals. By making complex technology easy to use through simple conversation, it is putting the power of AI into everyone's hands. This is not about technology replacing people, but about technology empowering people. It gives us tools to be more creative, more productive, and more knowledgeable in our daily routines. ChatGPT-5 represents a significant step toward a future where AI is seamlessly integrated into our society, working alongside us as a helpful and reliable partner. Of course, we must move forward with caution, paying close attention to the ethical challenges and limitations of this technology. We need to ensure that it is used responsibly and for the benefit of all. But the potential is undeniable. By helping us solve problems, unlock our creativity, and manage the complexities of modern life, ChatGPT-5 is not just the start of an AI revolution, it is the start of a human revolution powered by intelligence.